People often ask me what was it that drew me to this property. It actually wasn't love at first sight. I was originally looking for a piece of land to build on, but I was having a hard time finding a piece of land, and then this house kind of fell onto the market as a foreclosure, and it was so ugly and so neglected that I thought, this is something I can actually work with. Within 5 minutes of walking through this property, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to create an entertaining kitchen. I knew the center of the house needed to be blown up and opened up. Windows were going to be added everywhere. I'm kind of an all-or-nothing kind of guy, so when I tackled this house, the entire house was completely gutted and opened up, really to see what could and couldn't be done structurally. The style is kind of my take on country chic. It's a very hard line, trying to not have it be country cutesy, but not wanting it to be too slick like the city. And I think I've achieved that with my use of found objects, reclaimed objects, as well as new pieces. My most favorite room in the house is the kitchen. It's actually my dream kitchen. I kind of took everything that I always like to put into my client's home and interpreted it into this kitchen here. I had inherited this vintage range from a client's house in Toronto, and that actually precipitated me having to find a property to house this beautiful oven. The design of the kitchen revolved around the oven and revolved around generous work surfaces. It has a great place for friends to hang out, so it almost becomes like a cooking show. People are hanging out on the sofa, on the steps, on the bench. It's really a fun place to entertain. The overall palette for the house, I hate to use the word neutral, because it's not really neutral, but it is shades of gray and white and cream, and then accent that with artwork, pillows, throws. I don't have the budgets that my clients do, so it was a real creative stretch to make the dollar go as far as possible. Some of the furniture items in this house, the coffee table is a classic 60s piece that I found in a junk shop in Port Hope. My dining room chairs actually came out of my chiropractor's office, and I had them slip covered. The buffet was found on Kijiji, and then some steel tables were found at HomeSense, so it's really been a collection of items. I'm really proud to say that my house here in the country is a really comfortable, warm, and inviting place. Friends feel at ease. There's user-friendly finishes and fabrics so that I don't have to worry if something gets spilt, nor should they worry. In addition to being an interior designer, I'm also a full-time artist, and I have a painting studio in Toronto. So the house has also become like a revolving gallery for some of my pieces. Being fortunate enough to reside in Canada's hottest new wine country, I decided to treat myself to a wine cellar. It's very rustic. It's made out of chipboard, gravel on the floor, exposed block, but it works wonderfully for my local wines as well as overflow for the pantry. One of the enticing features of the property is it had an existing pool that had been not used for years. So when I discovered that the pool was still operational, the deck and the screened-in porch were designed and built around this existing pool. I have to say in the summer that the screened-in porch is my most favorite room. I live in there, I slept in there, I have dinner parties in there. There's even a small hot tub for two located in there that can be used year-round. It really is an incredible space. Because the house has become such an entertaining house, and there's quite often 10, 12, 14 people here for the weekend, I converted an existing shed on the property into a bunkie. And it really is kind of this romantic little oasis. It's about 30 feet from the house. I have to say this is my dream home, as it was the first home I ever did for just me. With previous homes, I always found it to be quite a challenge. And the irony was, with this property, it just all fell into place. It was just seamless.